Hey fellas, imagine you could get to a place in your life where nothing really affects you so much. You're kind of just always unbothered. Don't get me wrong. Things are going to happen in your life, but it's like you can handle them with ease. It's like you don't get super stressed out. And that's what detachment does. And that's what I want to talk about in this video. I want to talk about detachment and how it unlocks your true power. And by unlocking your true power, what I mean is your ability to learn how to take a loss, your ability to learn how to just accept the flow of life. We create a lot of problems in our lives when we cannot accept just how life is flowing. I remember a therapist told me one time, he said, man, don't shit all over yourself. And what that means is like, we get this sense of like, it should be this way. It should go that way. Things should have fallen into place like this. And we get so attached to how we think it should have gone that if it doesn't go that way, it's like we just crumble. It's like we can't function. And that's what I'm talking about. How to stop yourself from getting to that place. Say you get a girl's number, right? And you start texting her. Y'all start getting a nice little flow in conversation. You know how it is the first few days. You say something, she respond, within due time. But it gets to a point after a few days where it's like, damn, you said something. It's like she didn't went missing like all day. Or now it's like 2 days later and you still haven't heard from her. You start to get in your head about it. You start to question yourself. Did I do something wrong? What's up with this chick? And we create these stories in our head that really can just, take us on these tangents, and they may not be accurate, and they can drain us of our energy and distract us and really just take our focus off of where it needs to be, as opposed to learning how to be okay if the flow in texting changes. I give you an example, my personal example. I'm talking to somebody right now, kind of like nothing too serious, but this text exchanges. There'll be times where I might send a text and she don't respond. It might be a day, might be 2 days. And that happens with me too. She might say something to me and it might be a day before I get back, or it might be some hours. And I don't allow myself to get all wrapped up in the stories. And that's what you should start working on too, man. Like, it is what it is. If she don't text you back, like, it's not the end of the world. Learn how to be okay with there being some space. And the way you learn how to be okay, like the how to do this, you have to be working on other things in your life that add meaning to your life, that add value to your life. And when you do that, you're not so bombarded and distracted with, oh man, she didn't text me back. Like, I could see it. Like, say if you sit around and you play video games, you eating potato chips, playing with yourself all day. Yeah, when a girl comes around and starts texting you, your energy and focus is probably going to be put into that because you've been doing some nonsense over here, right? So you are going to develop this like attachment to her, to the scenario, how things should be going. And then when it gets off of when the train gets off the track a little bit, now you're freaking out because you're not doing anything purposeful in your life. You're just playing video games all day. You got to be adding value to yourself. Find what's important to you and start to put your time and attention into that, so that you're going so hard on something that if a girl texting you, if the rhythm of that changes, it doesn't have such a drastic effect on what you got going in your life, because you got things going on in your life. You can go talk to another girl because you work out, because you take care of yourself, because you take care of your hygiene. We get so attached to people and places and expectations and outcomes, and we take things way too personally too. So it's like we have to learn how to separate ourselves from events in life. And this is really going to allow you to alleviate a lot of stress in your life. It won't be so heavy on your shoulders, man. When life throws you a curveball, you'll be able to, you'll still be able to connect with it, metaphorically speaking, because you're adding value to yourself. That's the key, man. Like, you got to be doing something. If you're sitting around not doing anything, of course, all your attention and all your focus is going to be on this one particular thing. And another aspect of detachment and how this unlocks your true power is that when you stop chasing after something, when you stop chasing, you learn how to just kind of let the current of life flow. Like, imagine just like a river just flowing. Like, just go with the flow of the river. If you're trying to like swim upstream and go against the river, it's going to be a lot harder. It's going to be a lot more challenging. Like, learn how to just go with the flow of it, and also start to be more in acceptance that things may not always flow how you need them to flow. There's going to be bumps in the road. There's going to be obstacles. There's going to be people who don't operate in the exact way that you operate. And you want to learn how to be okay with that. You want to learn how to be okay that if somebody moves in a different way, and start to get that word should, like, out of your vocabulary, because it shouldn't be that way. It doesn't have to be that way. All types of things can happen. All types of scenarios can happen. And what you going to do? You're going to keep getting butt hurt and keep getting bothered every time life shifts in a way that you can't handle, that's not going the exact way that you need it to go. Of course, you're going to have a lot of problems in your life if you have that mindset. So it's really important to start to shift your mindset and start practicing detachment. Start to let things go. You'll be surprised how things start to come to you once you stop chasing everything. Once you stop chasing after women, you'll notice this, man. Like, your energy is different when you're like chasing. You're coming from a different type of energy. It's like this thirsty, like I've never had a girl type energy. I always like to use an analogy too, like an NFL analogy, like, when a wide receiver scores a touchdown, man, like, act like you've been there before. Act like you've been in the end zone before. Like, this ain't your first time, and start to develop that mindset. And when you get around women, and when you, not just women either, this video is not just about being around women. When you get in situations where things aren't going your way, you can learn how to sit in it a bit better. And it doesn't throw you off center so much. You're just kind of like, all right, that didn't go how I needed it to go, but I'm going to recalibrate. I'm going to regroup, and I'm going to go attack it at a different angle. Or I got so many things going on in my life right now that I'm focused on this. I use this YouTube channel as an example all the time. This channel is almost why I can't get in a relationship right now. Like, I was dating a woman a few months back. I talked about this in a few videos back, where she wanted some attention and some time from me that I really couldn't give her. And I didn't want to be like a disservice to her or a relationship or whatnot. That relationship started to dissolve because I was like focused on YouTube. I was trying to like get monetized. I'm trying to like build something here. And a lot of my time and my attention goes into that. So it's almost, I'm sharing that example to say, it's like, I'm not really too pressed about losing an opportunity with a woman, or I don't get pressed about too much at all. And that's what I want you to start working on. I want you to get yourself to a place where you're just not too pressed about it, because you are working on things in your life that you are pressed about, that you want to do, that are going to get you to where you want to go, to the next level. That's where your time and attention and focus needs to be on, so make sure that you're developing your purpose, discovering what that is, so you're not distracted by every little thing. You're not taking every little thing personally in your life. The message in this video is to build yourself up, man. Start working out. I'm always going to preach that. Start building your frame, building your foundation, practice body game. If you have no idea what I'm talking about, make sure you check out my playlist on body game. I'll leave something floating on the screen, and I'll leave something in the description box for you. Make sure you're taking care of yourself, man. Make sure you are prioritizing your physical and your mental, your spiritual well-being too. All these things are going to help you to detach from things that really don't matter. We put a lot of weight on things that really don't matter. It doesn't matter that girl didn't text you back in a few hours. It doesn't matter. But the more you start overthinking it, and the more you start creating stories around why she didn't text you back, that is making it heavier on you. That is making your life a lot more challenging than it needs to be. That's why you need to start conquering yourself, man. Learn to conquer yourself first, and detachment is like a cheat code that will unlock your power as a man or as a woman if you're watching this video too. Okay, so start practicing detachment, man. If this video made any sense to you, or it didn't make sense, man, leave me some comments below and let me know. Let me know what you thought about this message on detachment. If you've experienced it, practiced it, if you have no idea what I'm talking about, just let me know. Also, if the video provided you with any value, smash that like button. I really appreciate it. Also, do not forget to subscribe to the channel so you know when I make more videos like this. Also, YouTube says that you'll like this video right here, so I'm gonna leave it up here for you. Make sure you check this out, and I will see y'all in the next one. Peace.